My life's been pretty funny and complicated. I mean, really. I don't know how I forgot about this. I really don't. But when I was 14, I was actually going to this choir lesson trial thing to see how I would do on it. It's like, when you go into choir lessons in 8th grade, you're, doing, like, things on the side through choir practices to see if you can, like, broadcast yourself as a solo singer, too. And, like, keep on passing through the steps and whatever. And that's what I did when I was 14. I'd gone to one of the trials there. And, Zachary just happened to be there. And I remember what I had talked to my family about with this guy who had saved me when I was 12 years old. And so I decided to talk to Zachary about it. Just because I was, like, confused. And I thought that maybe he might know who the guy is. You know, just point blank. And I talked to him about it, and he's like, just like talking to him as a casual friend. And I was helping him realize, too, that obviously I wasn't interested in him anymore, in a way. And, I made that obviously clear. And I was like, as awkward as that is, I think it's very obvious that I wasn't interested anymore. You know, whatever. And that I just, like, whatnot. And I was trying to ask him if maybe he knew who it was, because, because the guy who had saved me obviously was not making himself known to me at all. But obviously he knew me well enough from somewhere that he, like, openly said I love you to me, but wasn't, like, saying it in front of my face. And, like, I was making it very obvious to him that I was bugged about it. Had no idea who the guy is. And I'm just like, well, he was telling me, like, well, if he really meant it, I'm sure he would have reached out by now already. And I'm like, really? Okay. Well, then I'll stop worrying about it. You know, whatever. I'll just stop being bugged about it. Stop pondering over it. Because if he really cared about me that much, he really would have reached out already. Or something like that. Or something to that extent. And, because it's easy for me to talk with guys. It's really not that hard for me to talk to guys. It's not. And, as bad as it is for me to talk to women, it's just very difficult for me to talk to women compared to men, and I'm just like, yeah. Some men, as long as they're nice, I can talk to them for days. Women, it's a totally different outlook, because I'm a total tomboy. I have been most of my life. You know, whatever. And so we had both agreed upon each other, me and Zach, that we weren't liking each other anymore. In that way. You know, whatever. So I totally forgot about it for a long time in my life, because, you know, whatever, he was my first love in my life. And the reason why I probably forgot about it too is because a lot of people in that choir lesson facility place, when I was doing it solely by myself, were really hurting me in my life. They were saying a lot of verbally bad stuff about me when they didn't need to whatsoever. And when I was going there to the choir place, I was just going to see how well I was doing. Like, I was just going there to see how well I would do. I wasn't expecting myself to do great. I wasn't. I was just going there to see how well I was doing. And the choir person actually praised me that I was doing well, that I was singing well, but there were some things that I needed to work on. And I agree, there was probably some things that I needed to work on, and I was cool with that. I was totally fine with that, you know, good criticism for once. Like, she was telling me that I sang well, but there were some things that I needed to work on, and I was cool with that. I was totally fine with that. Totally. So, you know, whatever. So, oh, whatever.